My name is Jakob. I'm the esports coordinator for Metizport, and I'm sitting here with none other than Mail, our newest prodigy in the team. Hello, Mail. Nice to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. How are you doing? You had a good game today versus Copenhagen Wolves. How did that feel?
It felt amazing. I feel like it's the first game that we actually had control over, and it's really good progress from the team.
Yeah. It's nice to hear that we've been, you've been cooking something there. We can go into that more later about the game and stuff, but I think we should, like we always do, or like I always like to do, to turn back the clock a little bit and go back to how you got into Counter-Strike to begin with, and computer games in general. Like, when was this, and how did this start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I started playing CS:GO very early when I was about 6 years old, and it was because of my dad. I saw him playing Counter-Strike, and yeah, I asked him, "Can I try it?" And I tried it, and yeah, after that, all I wanted to do was playing Counter-Strike. Yeah, that's pretty much that's it.
I think there was like this interview that they did with you. Was it Philips? I think it was like they said that you
Yeah, for
got
Fragbites.
yeah for
Yeah,
Fragwa,
Fragbite.
yeah. And your dad said that you became global at like what 8 or 9, or what was it?
Yeah, nine.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I remember seeing you a lot. I was active in Counter Strike as well back in the days when you were just a little kid. So it's quite surreal to like work with you now and see you a bit older. And yeah, it's honestly really cool. Um, when did you realize that it could actually become something serious for you then, like the whole Counter Strike thing?
I don't know actually. Maybe I always had many people that told me I could go pro and that I should go for it. But I think the first time I really noticed it myself was when I was about 11 years old, and I played Path of a Ninja, it was called. Yeah, I grinded it and I managed to come into the finals. I played against a lot of good players and young ninjas at the time. And yeah, I think that was when I noticed that I could be good at this game and I should just try doing it.
All right. Yeah, and then from there it just went on. I think you played in a couple of teams before, obviously,
Yeah,
Young Gods and then Godsent main team, and then there was something else there as well. Goodfellas, right? Goodfellas, and then obviously on the speeds. Yeah, and then now you're in Metasport, and I want to talk a little bit about that. You've been part of Metasport now for about 2 months. How has it been for you? How has your first impressions been?
my first impression has been very good. At first, I was really nervous because I'm playing with a lot of good players and very experienced players. So as Plopsky, I remember looking up to Plopsky maybe 2018 when he played in NIP or something like that. And I went to DreamHack and I saw him play on the big stage with NIP. So it's amazing, but they have taken really good care of me. So my experience has been very good.
Have you had any specific challenges then? Has it been anything? You said you were nervous, obviously, but anything else?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is keeping up like the pace with decisions and the calling in game because, yeah, as I said, all of these players that I'm playing with, they have been professional for 5+ years at least. So all these micro decisions they come very fast to them, and it still takes some time for me to read. How do you say it? Yeah, just to take everything into my head.
Yeah, of course. I can
Yeah.
imagine. Like first, like it's like that any even if you go into like a normal job, the first months are always tough. You gotta learn everything. It's just
Yeah.
normal. Um, okay, so we basically picked you up from Johnny Speeds.
hmm
What's different from between Johnny Speeds and Metisport? Like, how has that been for you?
Mm, the biggest difference is like do you say professionality? Like Metizport is a professional team, like a really professional team
Yeah.
that tries to do everything by the book and act professional, just behave professional, and yeah, everything come prepared to the games and etc. And the Johnny Speeds was more of a we play together, we practice, and we do as good as we can. So yeah, that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, sure. And how did you feel when you got the news that you were sold to Metisport? I can imagine that you knew for a while, I guess, or was it like a shock?
No, I know that Metis was interested in me,
Yeah.
which was a shock because I didn't think that I was on that level yet, to be honest. But obviously, if they contacted me, then yeah, then I'm on that level, obviously. But yeah, then it took some time, maybe 1 to 2 weeks. I needed to make a decision, and when I finally made it, I was super happy.
Hmm. Yeah, we were happy too. It was probably the biggest acquirement or acquisition, maybe you say, for Metizport in terms of everything that it offered for us. Talking about big things and stuff. What is the biggest achievement for you, or the most? It could be an achievement, or it could be like the most memorable moment of your career so far.
Like it's not really a trophy or like achievement, but just being able to play this game 24/7, full time and not going to school. That's a really big achievement for me because I remember when I was 12 and yeah, I know that my dad told me when you're 16 maybe you could go full time.
Mm.
Maybe if you're good enough. So that's a big achievement for me.
Yeah, and that's interesting actually because I guess you're pretty open with it. Like you're just you didn't even start high school. You just yeah, which is for those who don't know, it's not obligatory to go to high school in Sweden, but like 96% of people do it. It's just something that
Mm.
is expected of you, kind of. So that's a really big thing to just go like 9 years of obligatory school and then just pursue esports full time. How was I understand that your family is very supportive, but how has the response been from other people around you that you just uh, yeah, fuck high school, I'm gonna grind CS?
Uh, it has been some mixed opinions from different people. I mean, yeah, obviously my family is very supportive, so yeah, as soon as I told them I want to go full time, they said, "Yeah, go for it. We give you 1 year, and after that we can talk again for your options." But I know some people, maybe some older people, some people that's not like into CS:GO and esports. They don't really understand the future that I could have in esports. So they see it as a hobby, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, of course. It's tough for them to understand. It's such
yeah.
a new thing. It's even tough for my parents to understand as well. I'm a little older, but it's still the same. Um, do you think, obviously now you're going full time, but do you think it's theoretically possible to play on this level and actually go to school at the same time?
Mm, I think it's possible, but it's really hard. And I think you need to go to the a good school that they know that you're doing this like outside of the school, and they give you some free time, maybe 1 or 2 days a week. You can stay home if you do all your like lectures online, you know.
Yeah,
But I think if you really wanna like get to the highest level, you need to drop out of school. To be honest.
yeah, yeah. It's tough. I feel like we have had some young players. If I remember correctly, Donk, I think from Team Spirit was going to school. I think maybe he's probably dropped out now, but yeah, I don't know. But it's tough for sure. So I'm glad that you can pursue it full time. Let's say that you didn't become a, let's say that you didn't pursue CES and become a professional player. Then what would you do instead? You think?
I mean, before I went full time, I of course applied to a few high schools. So I applied to be an electrician. So yeah, if I wasn't a CS:GO player, then I would probably be an electrician or a plumber like my dad.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a plumber. Okay, yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty good money though, I think. So it's
yeah.
it's not bad. um, all right, interesting. So let's go into the second part of this interview now, which is like what I call quickfire. So it's just quick questions that require some pretty quick answers. Maybe one of them requires you to answer a little bit more, but it's mostly just pretty easy questions, I think. I did prepare you a little bit before this interview for this part. So, um, if you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that be?
A steak and potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not a bad choice actually. Um, like a steak is like everything you need basically, all the nutrition.
yeah.
So that's pretty neat. I did an interview with Abdi like the other day. He said pasta bolognese, so that's a pretty nice choice as well in my opinion. But yeah, this might be tough for you to answer, but what makes you really happy in life?
It could sound boring, but playing good in CS:GO, of course, or CS2. Yeah, winning my games. Just being with my family. Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's how you get good at things. You just focus everything on it. Nothing wrong with that. If you had to choose between CS2 or CS:GO, which one would you choose?
if you asked me like 6 months ago, I would say CS:GO, but I think CS2 has become better at this point. It's still some bugs and it's not very smooth, not as smooth as CS:GO, but it's getting there. And I think all the mechanics and different strats you could do in CS2 like makes it a lot better.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I have to agree. I think CS2 has done a lot of has like moving in the right direction. It was really buggy in the beginning. It actually made me quit CS. I used to play a lot of CS:GO myself, and then when CS2 came out, I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna play anymore because it was so bad in my opinion. But yeah, looking
Yeah.
at how it's been now, it's actually pretty decent. So if I get a new computer, I might start because this computer can't even run the game. um, if you have to choose between removing Molotovs from the game and incendiary grenades, like all fire stuff, or give the AK-47 15 bullets in one mag, which one would you choose?
I mean, either one of them is horrible update,
Yeah,
but uh, yeah, I guess I would give the AK 15 bullets.
yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely think that's the best one of those two. So
yep.
yeah, Abdi chose the same. um, so yeah, this might be a bit longer. So what is the most boring thing about being a pro, if you can say?
The most boring thing about being a pro is if you're not like in the server and you don't understand what's happening inside the game, then every day is pretty much as, like it's no different between the days. You get up at like 9, you go to practice at 10, then you're done with at like 6, and then you're super tired, so you just you just go to sleep early. So yeah, it could be boring that all of the days looks the exactly same, but yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting actually that you say that because I haven't really heard anyone else say that. Obviously, it's just like any other job at the end of the day, you know, practice every day, and I think that's what some people don't understand, that it can get pretty monotonous in that sense. What's the best
yeah.
thing about being a pro then?
Yeah, the best thing about being a pro is I don't have to think about anything else than CS:GO.
Yeah,
All that's in my mind is CS:GO, and I have no problems outside of CS:GO. All of my problems is on the server, and as soon as I step out of the game, then I have no problems.
that's great. Yeah, that sounds like a nice life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last question then. Who
hmm
is your biggest idol in life?
I have a lot of different idols in my life for because of their work ethic, but uh, yeah. So my biggest idol is Michael Jordan. Because he has an insane work ethic and a good mentality when it comes to winning. But inside CS:GO, I think my like it must be Forrest. I just like the way he plays the game, his energy. He's always smiling for the camera. He has left the game and he's insane. He's still insane. I met him on Faceit like yesterday. Uh, he's still insane.
It's just yeah. He never gets bad at the game. He just never like he's gonna be still like 4,000 elo when he's like 70 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on the last part of the interview now. A bit longer questions again. Obviously, for those who follow us, know that Metizport are going on like a full tour thing. You know, we're gonna attend a lot of lands now going forward. We have at least 4 lands planned, but there's probably gonna be at least 2 more. It's gonna be a busy land season, and this is obviously because of the VRS system that lands are very favorable to climb on the ranking. What do you think about what is your opinion on like the kind of new VRS system that favors lands more?
I think it's good because it makes CS:GO teams they need to fight for the VRS, you know. They need to pay money and they need to travel to another country to play the game. It's not, yeah, it's much harder, and all of the teams need to make a bigger sacrifice when it comes to getting to the top, which I like. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I agree with you. It's I mean, LAN is obviously just a lot more fun than online anyway. It's a completely different beast and a completely different feeling and a lot more opportunities for the teams. So I guess the bad thing is the financial situation. I mean, not every org has the money to, because it is quite expensive to go
Yep.
around like that. So yeah. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about you're obviously quite young still. You're just 16, and what challenges have you met in your uh, Counter-Strike pursuit because of your young age?
I mean, at the start, the biggest problem was that nobody took me serious. Like, even though I could be very good at the game, which I thought I was, like no team wanted to take me in because I was 14 or 15. It's a lot of responsibility, and they need to. All of the teams need to change how they talk, how they behave, and yeah, just different things. And I don't think many teams wanted to do that sacrifice. Another problem is just making sacrifices outside of the game. I think I realized really early that if I want to be the best, I need to maybe say no to my friends when they ask me, and that could lead to people outside the game thinking I'm very boring. But yeah, that's just life.
Yeah, for sure. Um, has there been anything that makes it easier, maybe being young? Is there anything that's like better for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's I don't know. It's I know people that are younger learns new things very easy. So when CS2 came out, it's easier for us younger people to like just getting good at the new game instead of maybe all the older players that has played CS:GO for 15 years. So yeah, I think being young is just better because I can learn things faster, and I think I have more energy than most of the people because I can still play like CS2 for 15 hours straight without getting tired.
Yeah.
And I know some people are starting to get tired of the game.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, obviously grinding some faceit on after hours and stuff. I've seen you
Yeah.
do that. Well, just on the topic of faceit, obviously you became the number one on faceit. You have won FPL 3 times now, and just the other day HLTV published was it like a report about the top 50 prospects, and you were ranked I think 31. And you were the second best in Sweden. Like Adam V is above you, but otherwise, and also it's like there's only 3 people on that top 50 list that are 16. So you are among the best, um, and you are the highest ranked among all those 16. I just looked at it before, so you're technically like the most promising 16-year-old in the world, according to that list. Anyway, I don't want to like obviously brag too much on your behalf, but uh, what does this mean for you, like playing Faceit and reaching the number one spot and seeing all this attention? Like, what does it mean for your confidence in your career?
Yeah, I mean confidence is a huge part when it comes to CS2. So of course it's helped a lot when I go into HLTV and they type about me, and yeah, they're saying I'm number one on Faceit, winning FPL. Yeah, of course it helped my confidence, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm doing all of this only for myself. So I don't really care about what other people think. It's just yeah, I push myself. So when I'm not number one, I wanna be number one, and when I'm number one, I wanna be even higher than I am right there. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest. And on this HLTV list, if you ask me, I think I should be higher, but I mean, it's still good to be the best 16-year-old if you look at that list.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right. So we are very near the end of the interview. I just obviously you've been part of Metizport for 2 months, as we said in the beginning. What do you dream of right now, both in Metizport and if we exclude that, your own career? What do you dream of?
Uh, yeah, I only have like one dream, and it's playing a major, and the second dream is winning a major. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And Metizport is already going to one major, so hopefully we can do it again, but with me this time.
Yeah. All right. Solid goals for sure. Last question then. I think this is something that's going to be very interesting because you have a lot of followers. You have a lot of, I guess, also young aspiring players that look up to you for what you've done and for what you've achieved. Um, what do you think is the most important aspect to think about when you want to reach the top? Like if you want to do what you've done, what's the most important things to keep in mind?
Uh, I, I think the most important thing is that you you really need to want to become the best at the game. If you don't want to be good at the game like 100% and you're just playing for fun, then you can't expect to become the new donk. You need to really live for this game. And the second part is you need to have the right mentality. So every game, just think, how can I win this game the easiest? And yeah, just do that. And surround yourself with decent people, not people that's pushing you down or being toxic or cheating. Just play with good people and nice people that will lift you up to become the best player of yourself.
Okay, so great answer. Um, that is the end of the interview, Mail. And was wondering if you had any closing words that you wanted to say.
Not really. I hope that me and the rest of Metizport will come far, and yeah, we have our first LAN event with me in a few weeks. So yeah, we see what happens.
It's next week, actually.
Yeah, Romania.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy fall season for us. You heard it from Liam. And with that, I say thank you, Liam. Say thank you to everyone who's been watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, then make sure to let us know and show your support. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye.